Well, these guys modify my videos and change how I look and put filters on it. They do all kinds of shady stuff. They took down about 12, 15 of my accounts. They had, like, Jeffrey called me. He's contacted me. So why don't you call me? And it sounded like him legitly, like he's under pressure. You just need to quit mentioning my name on it. Don't do that anymore. I said, why, Jeffrey? I said, I've been looking for you, Jeffrey. You haven't got back with me. I'm worried about you. That's why I've been posting your name. Been looking for all you guys. Well, here I am. Now you found me. I said, oh. He said where he was. And he was at the Marriott by the mall there. I went there, I went up to that floor, and I knocked on the door. I heard a little movement and I wasn't sure. I wasn't able to talk to him. I don't think I talked to him after that, whatever. It sounded like he was under pressure, like people were making him do that. Like even with me, they're saying, no, you only have 2 kids. What are you talking about? I have 3. I have Jeffrey, Jason, Jenny. So somehow they don't want Jeffrey mentioned because Jeffrey's the one that went to Redondo Beach Police, I was told. When that Matt guy or whoever sued them in my name, he asked me on this network, should you give me the address or where to go to pick up the check? I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Are you nuts? He sued in my name. I said, basically I'm under attack still. So I said, when I'm able to, I will, I'll deal with it, but I can't make little phone calls to get forwarded to fake people. You know what I mean? Lawyers, all that. They don't call back. They manage who calls me and who I call. Therefore, I can't get hold of Social Security. I get fake Social Security, fake health insurance companies, everything. So anyway, so I said, I don't believe in what you did. He said, well, there's an old saying, if there's money to be taken and you're not going to get it, someone else will. Yeah, but when you're doing it illegally, saying you're me and so forth, you know, I've never sued anyone in my life. So, for the record, that's true. And so, he didn't ask me again, but later he said, he asked my son Jeffrey, he said, but Jeffrey got in trouble. I said, really? Did he get in trouble by the police? What happened? He would never tell me. And lately I figured out, because I remember a few years back when I lived with Kathy, she said she met with my kids at the Galleria. That's when I still live with her. I said, when? Like 3 weeks ago. I said, why wouldn't you tell me? Oh, your kids hate you. They want nothing to do with you. So that's not true at all. Oh, yeah, they want to... And she probably told them lies about me. And anyways. And she said, oh, I gave him your computer. I said, that wasn't my computer. My computer had 6 gigs of RAM. That one had 8. Plus that one had Windows 7. Mine had Windows 10. And mine was black and that one was silver. Regardless. It was just shady, you know. So basically... So I said, what phone number? What's the phone number I can contact them with? And she said, oh, here's the number from when JC filed for guardianship of JC, when Jeffrey filed for guardianship of JC. See, Karen Delmu all of a sudden had custody of my son when the mom died. I don't know how that happened. And I was taking her to court and she didn't show up one day. I looked on the computer and it showed, I guess all of a sudden my son Jeffrey had custody, or temporary custody. It showed that he gave me proof of service of a court date coming up and he never did. So I thought right then Kathy's probably involved because that's the type of thing she would pull. Other people would be scared too. And it was the court date in 2 weeks, so I called my lawyer. I told her what happened. She said, well, just show up and deal with it. And that's what I did. Supposedly Kathy knew the judge, Orozco, someone told me. Don't know if that's true. Judge Orozco. And somehow had it rigged for Jeffrey to win. He didn't bring anything they asked. I love Jeffrey. He's my son. I love him, but I just didn't want him raising JC. You see? That's my opinion, because he was in it for the money. He came and lived with JC, Jenny, and Jeffrey. JC, Jenny, and Melissa Meyer when she was alive, basically, because that's when Melissa knew she was dying. She basically said, don't let your dad get custody. You'll be able to collect welfare and Social Security through me. And yeah, so supposedly the Matt guy or whoever was collecting Social Security through JC's mom when the mom died, and Tara was collecting it. Tara was collecting welfare, but they had fake birth certificates. Look, I think like 4.5 years younger, so they can collect it longer. Yeah. So, anyways, here we are at the pier. I'm gonna end this video. And let me stop this.